Welcome to Stay Outside and Explore. Today we're going to do a video on making tomato cages out of wood. I don't really like those metal ones. I've had them in the past, and I don't know, I don't know if they're leaching into the tomato plant and killing them or what, but we're going to make some ones out of wood. So here we go. I have some reclaimed wood, if you want to say that. I used these a couple years ago for staking some plants and stuff like that. So I'm going to use this to make the tomato cages. So I'm going to cut some wood, assemble them, and then we'll put them on our tomato plants. I only got 4 tomato plants. Well, actually, no, I do got 5. One is in a pot, and it's doing really well. So yeah, I'm going to start cutting and putting these things together. Okay, we're going to cut these boards. I got my approval duct tape on my guard because it broke, so I have to keep it open. As long as you keep your fingers away, it should be okay. So I got to cut 16 of these, and then I got to cut them foot long for the to make them square. There's 2. My neighbor's cutting the grass. I don't know why. It's so dry here. Excuse me. It's so dry here. Nobody's really cutting the grass. Ouch, 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 ouch. Got a sliver. Okay, we got all the pieces cut. We got the cross members cut, and we'll put it together. I even got an old school fan to cool me off. Westinghouse. The thing still works. I can't even remember where we got this from, my grandma, but it still works. Old school. Don't stick your finger in there. You chop meat. You guys can see that okay? These aren't going to be pretty. All I care is that they do its purpose. And I'm not gonna measure like, well, they have to be at a certain distance, just whatever. Piece, making sure that the cut ends are down all the same. Little fan is helping. I can't believe we had these as kids and we never lost a finger. That's all we had back then. I got all my fingers and thumbs. We never stuck our hand in there. Back in the day, that's all we had. We didn't have air conditioning. Slept with fans. That's all we did. And now we have air conditioning. Told my wife I don't care how much it costs, as long as I can have a good night's sleep. That's all I worry about. Now we got them in our cars. We never had air conditioning in our cars either. Mom and Dad, roll down the windows, the vents down by your feet. Wanted to cool off, you ran through the sprinkler. something, or a pond, something that you were able to jump into. Lake. Just anything to cool off. Water balloon fights, those two. As you can see, it's coming together pretty decent. I said it's not going to be pretty. So now I have to line this up. Right. Take another. Another screw in there. All right. Another cross member. You can see it's going to be a little short, but I don't really care. Like I said, this is not like furniture, something that you're going to sit on or anything like that. All I wanted to do is hold up the tomato plants from falling over. Splitting the wood a little bit. That's expected. It's pine. One more screw. We have the wooden tomato towel. That's all right. No damage, just a little pain. Get your fingers out of there. Yeah, didn't do nothing. I don't know if you were able to see that. Probably not. Yeah, this one time I was building a fence at our other house. This was like, I want to say 30 years ago. And I was using a electric, I didn't have a battery operated drill. I was using an electric drill, a 1/2 inch. And I was holding up a piece of wood. And that was the last piece I needed to install for the fence. And I was holding it up, and it was a square bit type of, I don't even know what they're called, screws. And when I was going in, I was holding it, and it slipped off and it went into my finger, like right here. You can still probably see the scar. Oh my God, did that hurt. So I had two little ones because my wife was away for a few hours. I had two little ones with me. My daughter luckily knew what she could understand. I just said, go get daddy a washcloth. She knew exactly where everything was. And yeah, I wrapped it all up and stopped the bleeding. But then the next day I went to the doctor to have it checked out, and they gave me a tetanus shot. And the doctor said you were fortunate not to bust anything or create any damage. But yeah, just got to be careful with having things, holding things as you're fastening. So this is one of the towers. I made one already. I wanted to see, so I got two more to make. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but when we're all said and done, we'll go out to the garden and see what they look like. Okay, this is what the tomato cages look like. I got them installed. Got 4 tomato plants, and actually I got a 5th one on the patio. But yeah, should do its job. And if the tomato plants, I can always wrap cotton string around to hold everything in, but right now I'm just going to leave it like that. So I had the wood, I had the screws, just my time, which might have been about 1.5 hours, I'm guessing. And then I will have some more videos on how this grows throughout the season. Right now the tomato plants are doing really well. They got a couple flowers on them. That one is cherry tomatoes, and then the rest are the bigger tomatoes. So, and then my potatoes are growing really well. The Yukon Golds. I'm watering this garden like every night. It's just something else with the dryness. And then I got cabbage. I'm going to try my best at making sauerkraut this year. I got 2 bell pepper plants. I got some zucchini and squash, like acorn squash. I got a row of beans coming up. And then I got pickles and cucumbers. So I'm gonna when I get enough pickles, I'm gonna start canning them, because I like those refrigerated kind, like the Claussens, I think it is, or whatever. But those things are almost like $6 for a jar, and I can eat quite a few of them in one sitting. So I'm gonna can. I've canned before, but this year I'm really gonna go gung-ho on taking care of the garden and making stuff. So everything's getting so expensive in the stores. I just can't wait for these potatoes when they really start blooming, and when they're all done, to grab one and cook it right away. These are awesome. Oh, and then I have these pots at the end. These are onions in there, so when they grow I can harvest a few here and there, like the green onions. I like those too. Chop them up and have them with a meal. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. Again, I'll be probably watering this garden when the sun goes down a little bit later on. It's around 1 o'clock. So all right, appreciate everybody watching. Give me a thumbs up, and click subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.